Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty in the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another day of FRIZZMAS. Today is day 16. I cannot believe it because I was really curious as to how I was gonna pull this off, but we're almost done, sadly. Today I'm gonna be playing with the December bundle from Sydney Grace. So if you wanna see the 6 shades and a look, keep watching this video and let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you wanna hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So August is right there, sleeping. He wanted me to let y'all know he was sleeping. He actually stayed home. Oh my God, let me tell you what happened today. So I'm actually filming this video and putting it up today, Friday. So today Marky had to have a cavity filled. It did not go well, y'all. It did not go well at all. So they gave him a Xanax to make him really, really relaxed. And then they went, to try to do the procedure. Marky just couldn't get through it. He tried his best. So he's actually going to have to be fully put under to get this cavity filled. So he has a temporary one in. I just felt bad for my little guy because I could just tell he was really going through it, but he really tried. So I'm proud of Marky. This one woke up with a headache in the middle of the night. So
it's not working.
What's not working? Well, he's back to normal.
How am I feeling?
Oh, Marky, he asked how you're feeling. Okay, guys, my guys.
He's sick.
Well, he's just not feeling great, and I think he's a little tired. He didn't have to do that. Everybody's fine now. August is really hoping to have his play date tomorrow, but we shall see about that, right? I know, but we have to do what's best. All right, let's get into what y'all came for because it wasn't for all this other stuff. I think at the beginning of 2022, Sydney Grace started the monthly bundles or at some point this year, and I didn't pay too much attention to them. I mean, I always looked at them when they came out, but most of you all know I have been staying away from buying eyeshadow singles because I don't use them as much, but I absolutely love my Sydney Grace singles. I have a video where I've swatched all of my shades. And if you watched my eyeshadow ranking video, you know that Sydney Grace is top tier, my #1. So I did. So I did purchase the November bundle and I loved it. The eyeshadow ranking? No, that was Tuesday or Wednesday. So I really loved the November bundle, and so I decided to grab the December one. So this bundle has 6 shades. I think most of the time they have 5. Oh, I know, it does hurt. It's gonna hurt a little bit, okay? His tooth. It's gonna hurt a little bit. Please don't buy, leave it alone. So the bundles are $20 and I believe they usually come with 5 shades, but this December bundle has 6 shades. And you'll also see that this is the New Year's Gala bundle. If you've seen that on their site, I am going to do a look with that in a separate video. So let's just go ahead and get into the bundle, the shade names, and then the swatches, and then we will come up with a look. So here's what the bundle looks like up close. And it is a perfect Christmas theme. I think what's good about this is if you don't want to get too Christmassy, you don't have to because you have these neutrals here, or you can get really festive and creative. So I love how they came up with this bundle. So the first shade in the bundle is Pismo, and it's a matte. And this is gonna be just a beautiful, cool toned transition. And I will show these up close. Next we have Dark Chocolate, which is another matte. Ooh, I like that. This is really beautiful, really rich. I've been saying rich a lot lately, that's my new word. Next is the shade Peace, which is a pressed pigment. Next is Evergreen, another matte. Ooh, y'all, look at that. Oh, yes. Next is Midnight Green, another pressed pigment. And last is Queen of Hearts, and this is a pressed pigment. So here are the shades in the bundle. And aside from the red, it's super like foresty and earthy, and I really think it's beautiful. Now, as I was saying, I do have a pretty extensive collection of the Sydney Gray singles, and I did have one repeat shade in this bundle, but it wasn't worth it to buy these shades separately. So I do already own Queen of Hearts. The thing about these bundles is that I'm going to keep them together. So I think I'm going to put them in like their own palette. I do have a palette where I'm going to put the Mel Thompson bundle, and then maybe I could put this one in and maybe the November one. So I do want to keep the bundles together. At least that's the plan for now. So the extra Queen of Hearts shades will stay in my palette of like general Sydney Gray singles, if that makes sense. I do want to get into a look. I was thinking just one look, but now I'm looking at this and it really does lend itself to a few looks. And again, you can kind of stay within the neutrals if you want, which is one look I was thinking about doing, and then maybe making the second eye look kind of festive. That's kind of where I may want to go with this. Not sure. We'll just have to see. Let me tell you what's on my face before we get started. I'm wearing the Lisa Eldridge foundation along with my Dior concealer, Tatcha Loose powder. I have on my Gucci bronzer in this shade 3, and I'm wearing Paradise Glow from Mama Pat. On top of that, I have the Lisa Eldridge Elevated Glow, so that's that extra dewiness that you see. And then for my lipstick, I am wearing Meet Me in Berlin by Lisa Eldridge. That's what I've got on. Now we can get started. Starting with the shade Pismo on a MSQ blending brush. And of course, I'm using the MAC Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. All right, that blended out beautifully. I really love this color. It's cool tone, but I don't know, I do like these kind of cool taupey shades. I really like taupe shades. I can't get with like a whole lot of like grays, but like the taupes are really great. So that's what we've got so far. Let's try Evergreen. Might not do what I said I was gonna do about making one look neutral and one not. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do, to be honest. So I'm going to try to make this like a bit halo-y, and I'm just going to do that by blending Evergreen on the outer corner and the inner corner. And then I think I'm going to use the shade Peace for the center, which was the kind of neutral shimmer. I think that's going to make a really pretty look. And I'm always just in awe of how beautiful Sydney Gray's eyeshadows are and how well they blend. They are just trusty. Just going to blend this throughout the crease, not adding any more shadow because I don't want it to be too deep. And now I'm going to take the shade Peace, which is this one here, and use my finger to place it in the middle of the green. I think this is going to be really pretty together. And I might try to incorporate the deep green on the edges of Peace. So let's just see how that'll come together. I think it will. I do want to get a shader brush for that. So this is one of my Sydney Gray's shader brushes, and I'm going to take it into Evergreen, which is the deep green shimmer. And let's just put it here. Let's see how that looks. Let's see. I don't know. This is really deep. I'm not sure how this is gonna look together, but we can just try it out. I think we're gonna have to go back into the shade Peace one more time because you can see it there. And I don't want it to be like that harsh of a transition. So yeah, let's just go back. So I pretty much covered up where I used the Evergreen shade. I'm thinking maybe using that as a liner. That might be a nice idea. So I'm putting a little more of Midnight Green. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Evergreen is the matte. So I'm putting Evergreen back on Midnight green, I'm kind of covering it up. I don't think it was gonna give me the look that I wanted. I like this though. I'm taking a little more piece and just kind of merging it together. Now I wonder if we can use evergreen, let's see, underneath the lower lash line, and then maybe use it to line the top lids. And you see how I'm not, this is what I'm talking about. I'm not spraying it, I'm not using a mixing medium, and this is a shimmer. Yeah, babe.
I think I need a nice warm bath.
You need a nice warm bath? Right now? Okay. Oh, you're still standing there. Okay, I'm coming. I'm coming. Can you just sit on the bed for a quick second? Okay. Nice warm bath. I don't know if it's gonna really have a, you know, serious effect as a liner on the top lashes. But I'm just kind of grazing it in the lashes just to give some, I don't know what. It's gonna give something, I don't know. I watched Mel Thompson do that recently on a video. She like put the liner like in. Okay. I mean, this is the look. Let us take piece again using the same brush and just putting a bit here in the inner corner as a point, and that's that. Let me show it to you. I love it.
You're almost done.
Am I almost done? No, I'm recording 3 videos today, but I will give you the warm bath. I'm gonna get ready to run it. And just taking my brush and just making this blend it a little more. Come on, Sydney. This? I can't. Like, no effort. Let's move on. For the second look, I'm starting with Pismo again as the transition. I just think it's gonna give a great base to whatever look you're gonna create with this palette. This right here, yes. I mean, the ease. The ease. Y'all know I'm all about the ease. And I'm gonna now go into a dark chocolate with the same brush on the outer corner. I'm just taking it through the crease. And I will come back to that shade to connect it right here. I'm gonna go in now with Queen of Hearts. All right, so just tapping that in. Look at how beautiful this is. So good. I am gonna go check on Marky and my dad real quick because it's like a crying fest out there. Okay, everybody's good now. All right, so this is what I have so far with the red. And now I'm gonna go back into hot chocolate with a Refer 28 under the lower lash line. Gonna start it here in the outer corner. Taking a little bit of Pismo to blend it here. Going into Peace once again for the inner corner highlight. And here are the 2 looks. Very easy. All right, I'm gonna put on my liner and mascara. I'll be back to let you know what I think about this bundle. All right, you guys, I'm back with the finished looks. Here's the first one. And the second one. And for liner, I used a copper metallic liner from Charlotte Tilbury. And my mascara is a new mascara that I was gifted from ZC Cosmetics. So here are the 2 looks. Overall, I think Sydney Grace did a great job picking out shades for this bundle. Earlier this year, Cleona did a bundles of 7 where they had all these different bundles. And I thought that was a great idea because many people are interested in trying indie singles, but it can be really tough navigating websites and navigating just the types of shadows that a brand may offer. So I think these curated bundles are a great idea, and I'm glad to see Sydney Grace doing something similar. They have amazing shadows, and I think that it really deters people from trying singles. One, because a lot of people prefer palettes, but if you keep these together, it's like having a palette. You can put it in your own palette, empty palette. Amazon even has some empty palettes that actually have the circle pans in them, so you can put these bundles in and leave it as a palette and treat it as a palette, which is my plan. And I think I will tend to use those more than my huge like empty palettes of singles. It can be overwhelming. And so coming from someone who loves singles and loves going through the indie websites, I know that if you're not familiar with that, it can definitely be a lot. So I think this was a great idea. And if you are interested in trying Sydney Grace, I would recommend trying one of these bundles. So the monthly bundles, they don't have all the months up. They still have November, they have the December, and they have the New Year's Gala bundle. But then they also have like the Grungy Greens bundle. They have the Blues bundle. They have a bundle called the Countess bundle. So you can just try some of these shades. Getting the 5 shades for $20 is a pretty good deal as well. So if you're interested, I would start with one of those bundles or one of their palettes and then take it from there. So stay tuned, because I will have the New Year Gala bundle up later on this month, and that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another day of FRIZZMAS. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. So until I see you again, make sure you are being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice, stay safe, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.